Ftrack Connect is a locally installed application that acts as a host for a growing library of integrations. Integrations are plugins developed by Ftrack to link third-party applications to projects managed in Ftrack Studio. I'll begin by walking through the Ftrack Connect installation process. I'll follow the download link, download the Connect installer for the required operating system, and install locally. When I start Ftrack Connect, I'll need to log into my Ftrack Studio URL. On first launch, Connect prompts me to install the plugin installer module and restart. Now the Plugins tab displays the available plugins and integrations to install. The first 4 plugins in the list are required for the basic Connect framework, and the remaining options are integrations for specific third-party applications. In this case, I'll select all of the available plugins, install and restart. After restart, the Launch tab shows the available integrations. This isn't the full set, only the integrations which don't require a task context to launch. I want to launch Maya, which requires a task context, so I'll browse the projects on my Ftrack server and select a task. Now the context-dependent integrations are available to launch, including Maya and Nuke. It's also possible to set a task context directly from Ftrack Studio by selecting the required task, right-clicking for the contextual menu, and selecting Actions. Another method is to open the sidebar for the task and click the Actions button. Now I can launch Maya in the context of my selected task. When I launch Maya via Ftrack Connect, the Ftrack tools are displayed in their own menu group. I'll open the Publish panel where I can select various components of my Maya scene to publish in various formats. In this case, I'll choose to publish a Maya scene file and set the name and status for the linked task. In addition to the snapshot of the Maya scene file, a thumbnail image and play blast of the selected viewport will also be published to the Ftrack server. In another Maya session, work has begun on a character asset. The artist chooses to publish the scene as an FBX file to be worked on in another application, and defines the FBX export settings. Published assets can be merged into a Maya scene file with the Assemble tool. In this example, the layout artist opens the assembler and selects an environment scene file. This can either be hard imported to the scene, or in this case, referenced, which retains a dynamic link to the asset as it evolves through iterations. Now the step is repeated to reference the published FBX file for the character. Now we can change the task context in order to link it to the animation task in the Ftrack project and publish the combined scene to it. In the meantime, the environment scene has been iterated. Textures have been applied and the scene has been published to the same asset, and a version 2 of the asset is created automatically. I'll open the Asset Manager for my combined scene, where I can select which version of the reference scenes to use. Now I'll publish the latest version of the combined scene and pass that along to the lighting artist. Here we see the lit scene linked to the lighting task context in Ftrack, and a further iteration can now be published to the animation task by changing the context. Now I can choose to open the various iterations of the evolving scene, which is comprised of referenced scenes for the environment and the character, which are also iterating. The publish process also generates reviewable media files for assets and their iterations. We'll move over to Ftrack Studio to see how this is implemented. When I select the animation task in Ftrack and open the sidebar, we can see the 3 reviewable files generated by the publish. In the versions page, I can select the 3 clip versions and open them in the Ftrack review player, where I can cycle through the iterations or play them in compare mode.